Hey everyone, and welcome back to the Utz Gang Soldier channel. Well, with Munch Madness finally over, it's time to get back to some good old-fashioned product reviews. If you have no idea what Munch Madness was or what I'm talking about, check it out in the videos. It was basically our Utz Quality Food version of March Madness. We had a tournament, a lot of voting, a lot of viewer participation. It was a lot of fun. If you missed out, well, we may be doing it again next year, so stay tuned for that. But time to move on back to some great Utz Quality Food products. The ones we're going to take a look at, actually it's going to be a two-part video since we're going to take a look at 5 items in the next 2 weeks. So we're going to split it up. We're going to take a look at some of them today. We're going to take a look at a few next week as well. So this video is not like 20 minutes long. But this actually was a request from a few weeks ago, actually before the Munch Madness tournament, from a viewer. And we're finally going to get around to taking a look at them. Up until about a year ago, the only dips that we had available at Utz Quality Foods was our canned dips of our sour cream and onion and our mild and jalapeno cheddar dips. And we also had some salsas available as well, sweet, mild, and medium salt, different variety of salsas, and our original version of a Con Queso dip. So there was a big opening in the product market to our competition, Frito-Lay, that we finally closed the gap on, and we brought out our own version of a lot of the products that our competition already had out on the market. So we now have a new product line called Utz Dips, and we have four. We have 5. I'm looking at them, and I say 4. We have 5 new dips to add to the Utz Quality Food family. We have a new spin on our already traditional Salsa Con Queso dip. That's our first one we're going to take a look at. And we now have a new cheese dip, basically sort of like your Cheese Whiz that you'd be familiar with out on the market as well, but we'll get to take a look at that shortly. We have a new spinach Utz dip. We have a new French onion Utz dip. And last but not least, we have a new ranch Utz dip. Now these are all great new dips. Obviously, if you've never had any of the competition's versions of any of these flavors, or even the Utz versions of these flavors, definitely going to recommend giving them a try because they are great new members to the Utz Quality Food product line. So we're going to take a look at the 2 cheese dips today, and in next week's review we're going to take a look at the other 3 members, the French onion, the spinach, and then the ranch. Let's go ahead and take a look at the first 2 members of our new dip family, the cheese and the Salsa Con Queso. Alright, the first one we're going to take a look at is the new Salsa Con Queso. Now, you may be saying to yourself, and you may be asking me, hey Jason, Utz Quality Foods already had a Con Queso dip in the past. And that is correct, we did. And in my opinion, it was not that great. Compared to the competition's Con Queso dip, it just didn't match up. So we went back into the redevelopment stages, and we've got the new version of our Salsa Con Queso, and it blows away the old one, and I think it blows away the competition's Con Queso as well. Now, what you got in here is, it's a Monterey Jack cheese. You got your jalapeno peppers, green chili peppers, and red bell peppers, along with some tomatoes and all of other seasonings as well to give it that great spicy flavor, but not overly spicy. So it's perfect for your tortillas. I personally like it dipped on pretzels, but I like the torts as well, but I personally like the pretzels. And just any dipping needs that you would want a Con Queso dip on. It is great compared to the old one. It is the best selling, in my opinion, of the newest members of all 5 of these dips. Now, this actually is the new version of the new dips. And you may be asking, what does that mean, Jason? The original line of the Utz dips came out with a black lid. And as you see, it now has a red colored lid that says it's time to party on there. All the new line of the new dips each got a personalized colored lid to go with it, and they used to all be black. So definitely steps up the level of appearance to match up with the competition, and definitely steps up the just overall quality of the image of the products to definitely match up with the competition as well. So if you've never had the Salsa Con Queso, it is a great new version of an old product at Utz Quality Foods, and I definitely recommend it. It is my personal favorite of all the 5 new dips that we're going to take a look at. Now the next one we're going to take a look is just our regular cheese Utz dip. Compared to our canned dip, the canned dip is kind of more of a solid cheese. It's easier to spread onto, like, say, crackers or pretzels or a chip. Now this is going to be much better. This cheese is going to be much better for dipping. It's a little runnier of a cheese, so it's not as solid as the regular canned cheese that we have. So it's going to be a little better to dip. It won't break your chips or pretzels trying to dip it. You'll get a good layer of cheese, nice and smooth. And it's got a great smooth cheese flavor as well. It's a very, very mild cheddar, great flavor. Definitely recommend it. I like this cheese better than the canned cheese. They're both got their own unique flavor, even though they're both basically the same cheese. One's just a little solider of a style, and this was a little easier to dip style. Coming in the jar, you're gonna want it to be easier to dip, so you can get that chip or that pretzel down in there and get it out smoothly without leaving the carcass of the pretzel down in the dip, which I am known for, and my wife yells at me all the time when she opens up a jar of dip and there's chunks of chips and pretzels and all kinds of stuff in the jar because it's just too solid of a dip to be able to dip it smoothly. So the nice smooth cheese in this jar, in the new Utz dip, it's going to eliminate most of that problem. Definitely give it a try. They should be out there on the market. They've been out for a little over a year now. This one's the Utz, or the orange design, nice orange lid on there. It's time to party. There's our two new cheeses. They're both good. If you've never had them, go find them. They should be in your stores out there, and they are definitely great new members of the Utz product dip line. Alright, there they are, the first two new members of the Utz dip family. One thing before we close out the video today, just the new graphics alone on these two dips. Great imaging of the chips and the new design on the front of the Utz dips. Definitely stepped it up in the quality line. Definitely very eye-catching. Definitely looks like a brand new modern product that we have here at Utz Quality Foods. So if you've never had the dips, definitely get out there and find them. They are good. Highly recommended. Next week, we're going to take a look at the other three new dips that we have here at Utz Quality Foods. It was the French onion, the spinach, and the ranch. Those are all new endeavors for Utz Quality Foods. We've never had any of those types of dips before in the past, but we're catching up to the competition, and we've got our own versions to try to take down some of their sales. So, thanks for watching. Make sure you check out next week's review of the rest of the dip line if you're definitely interested, and check out all the other great stuff to the channel as well. There's a lot of great reviews on the channel, and there's a lot of great reviews still to come. We've still barely touched the iceberg, the tip of the iceberg here on all the products that we have at Utz Quality Foods, so there's going to be a lot of great stuff. If you're not a subscriber, definitely subscribe, stay tuned, and I'm always throwing up a lot of on-the-work videos as well. So, thanks for watching. If you're a Twitter user, you can follow me on Twitter at UtzGangSoldier. And remember, it's Utz against them, and it's crunch time. Pick your dip for your crunch time.